All right, guys, I need some help. We got this conference coming up later on in the summer, and I have no idea what I'm gonna wear. I'm thinking like probably, try and look a little professional, maybe put on some dress clothes. But with that being said, I don't like what kind of accessories do you guys rock with your dress clothes? Like, I haven't worn dress clothes in so long. Like I kind of just dress like a hobo for the most part, just because I don't care usually. But now I'm thinking, hey, maybe I got a reason to care a little bit. Um, I don't really get out much. What do you guys think? I need some help.
Why don't you check out cufflinks.com? It's kind of like the men's accessories marketplace.
Okay, so like what can I get on there then?
Prince, you can get anything on there. Cufflinks, tie bars, pocket squares, ties, socks, all the good stuff.
Yeah, they have like 58 different brands, 13 different licenses, Star Wars, Marvel, all the more traditional looks, all the major sports leagues.
Even probably have hockey.
All right, well, like I like that. Maybe I get myself some NHL stuff, but then again, I don't know if I want to out myself that easily on who I cheer for. It usually ends up being a case to make fun of me.
Yeah, we got to be looking our best though, and I've held this stuff and felt this stuff, and it's really quality stuff. I have some of the stuff myself. I have some lapel pins, cufflinks that I use pretty much every day when I go to work.
See, I don't even own any cufflinks. So I'm thinking maybe I treat myself,
Yeah, what's cool about it too is not only do they have like the more creative ones, like their upcoming Game of Thrones line, but all the more traditional ones, just standard colors and styles. It's a really good variety of dress accessories for any kind of guy.
Beauty. All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate the suggestion, fellas.
Prince, all you got to do is go check out cufflinks.com.
Yeah, and when you're there, be sure to use the promo code CRYPTO20 for 20% off your first order.
Well, I like discounts, so I'll be doing that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Let's go.
Round one. Fight. Thank you for tuning in to the Crypto Street Podcast. Here are your hosts, Killer Whale, Prince, and Crypto Dale.
And remember to tip your waitress.
Hello, amigos. Hola. Me llamo es Crypto Dale, and you are tuning into the Spanish. Oh, wait. This isn't the Spanish version, is it?
I can't speak Spanish.
¿Cómo estás, Dale?
Hola. Sorry, I forgot we're coming to you here shortly in Espanol only. Just kidding. What's up? Thanks for listening. Crypto Street Podcast. This is Crypto Dale, like I said. Joined as always. I've got 3 homies on tonight, boys. Not that everyone else, but that sounds really bad because now other guests are going to be like, what the hell, Dale? I'm not your homie. But Killer Whale.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Así es.
No bueno. ¿Por qué?
How many messages do you think we're going to get about how bad our Spanish is?
Nada.
0.
Nadie.
I'm going to say 10.
No mensajes.
Okay.
Y
I don't know how to say weather.
I'm trying to say
Spanish.
something
I'd ask you,
insulting, but I don't know anything insulting in Spanish. Except
but-
puta
Tu peña
madre.
es pequeño.
Puta madre, yeah, bendejo.
Prince's pequeñe is, or no, Prince's peñe is pequeño.
Muy
Yeah,
pequeño.
you watch your mouth. I don't even know what you're saying.
Es un
right
peñe
now.
muy
I know it
pico.
ain't anything good. You watch your mouth.
Prince's
Prince.
whale balls are sitting on the floor. Prince is sitting on his bear balls right now.
Randy Marsh style.
Let it be known, listeners. I want everyone to know something. Just because us 3, Killer, Prince, and myself, are always shooting the shit, we do have fights. Okay, Prince blocked me on Telegram yesterday for at least 4 hours.
I forgot I even blocked you. It wasn't until you were like, Prince, please unblock me. And it was like,
I know, and I'm sent you a personal direct message asking who you were betting on for hockey. So I was gonna just mirror your bet.
Never got it.
You know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
That's what I didn't
Yeah.
understand is like all of your pleas for him to unblock you went unheard because he had you blocked.
Because you were blocked.
I know.
I was
Bullshit.
Good
confused.
times.
So, Prince, we about skipped the weather update
Oh,
in
it sucks.
Canada.
It sucks. It's raining.
Prince,
It's
eat shit,
May
man.
long weekend out here.
It's the end of May.
May long,
Been-
yeah, May
it's
long
raining in New
weekend.
York.
May long weekend is a consistent, just a rain out usually. So everyone wants to go camping.
What the hell is May long weekend?
Oh, you come up to Canada, man. May long weekend. You get the long weekend. Everyone's out camping, having a good time with your buddies, but the shitty part is it's always raining, or sometimes you even get snow. So it's
So, are you going camping with your buddies?
hell no. Think I'm going out in the wilderness? God no.
You live in the
Yeah,
wilderness.
yeah.
Aren't you in a tent right now?
Yeah, recording from a tent.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
In a
currently
cave.
raining.
It's actually his bear den.
Yeah, his bear den.
Yeah.
No, I was out last year, but it was it's a good time. You get out with the ATVs and dirt bikes and you go ripping around, but
Noise.
Yeah.
Hibernation is
So,
over.
we are joined tonight by the one and only, standing 5'2", weighing 110 pounds, soaking wet, Crypto Randy Marsh. What's up, my man?
Yo.
Last time, excuse me. So we're on episode about 62 now, and you were on episode 36, which is about 2 months ago. So we don't have to get into how you got into crypto. If you would like to find that out, head back to episode 36. But you were at Consensus, Randy. We did a live update on that stuff on Tuesday. The guys did. So let's hear your take on things. Now you actually went, right?
Yeah, I was there. I was there on Monday, and I was there on Wednesday.
So how was it?
Consensus was all right, man. I went to Ethereal last week. I ran into, I reached out to Crypto Graffiti, who's an amazing artist. He does all this fine art related to crypto, and he memes like Jamie Dimon and all these guys. Whenever they say stupid shit, he turns it into an awesome piece of art and like puts it on the blockchain, sells it for tons of money. But I ran into Crypto Graffiti, or I went over there. I went down to Soho, and we went to the Crypto Creative Summit, and that was awesome. And met some really cool people. Everybody's building apps and all different kinds of support for artists, music and digital art and physical art and whatever the fuck else people do in the art world. But it's really cool. And then we went to Ethereal, which was insane. It was like a festival. They had some really great panels with like some of the Ethereum developers, and they were talking about securities and governance of Ethereum and like how you organize like a decentralized organization. It's almost like a oxymoron, right? So that was cool. I met a bunch of cool people. Shout out to DJ Pepe and his whole crew out there in Crypto Graffiti. And then I went to Consensus this last week. So where Ethereal was like a kind of like festival chill vibe. Everybody's like smoking, chilling, open bar, but like only for the VIPs and stuff. And then Consensus was literally like a total shit show. Even like even the biggest names in the space had to wait like 3 hours in the line to get tickets. And we were all waiting in line from like fucking 8 a.m. to 10 o'clock. It was really bad. And then you get in there and it's like, it's like a fucking madhouse. It was retarded. But I met all the cool crypto Twitter people. There's so many to name, so I'm definitely going to forget people. But I was hanging out with Josh Carpe Noctum, Ethan Eckerman.
Shout out, boys.
Yeah.
They've both been on podcasts, so shout out to them.
They're very cool people. Dickerson Davis.
Yo, how smart is Ethan?
Ethan's mad cool. Ethan's like 19, been in crypto since he was
for
like
as young as he is.
He's been in crypto since he was like 14, 15. And he's in college. He's living the struggle, but he came out here and he showed his face and had a good time, and he was a happy dude,
So what was that like? Like just getting to meet all those? Yeah.
It was pretty surreal going out to all these events as Crypto Randy Marsh, and but when they realize that that's who you are, they say, "Oh my God!" Like they start to fanboy a little bit. That's really weird. Because they, you run into people, they don't know what you look like, and then they find out that you're this person that they followed for a really long time and kind of enjoy the content.
And such a hot piece of ace that I have to say too, Randy.
Yeah, I'm coming in. I'm coming in looking fresh.
It's kind of funny you say that because Killer and I met in Chicago over Patty's Day, and we see each other 2-3 times a week. sometimes 4 times a week over these podcasts and whatnot. And I think he'll attest to this too. Even when I saw him, I was like getting nervous and shit. Like, like the first time, not that. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It's so weird. And then like we're just sitting there and talking, and it's just like, dude, this is so crazy. Weird. A year ago we were just hopped on crypto Twitter and whatnot and got in the space, and now we're meeting each other live, total strangers to like really good friends. And it's just so surreal.
The magic of the internet. Operates. Yeah. It's the magic of the internet. It's been,
for sure.
It's been a total blessing for me too.
Yeah.
I met Killer. We met in the city. We smoked a joint outside on the stoop outside of Gramercy Park.
On the stoop.
Dude, Killer was so much taller than I expected him to be, dude. That was funny.
Oh yeah. He's a tall boy.
That was definitely a cool thing to do. Me, him and Donnie and my buddy, who's just getting into crypto. His name's Mike. We were just smoking a joint outside of Gramercy Park.
That was
on the stoop.
Straight out of Hey Arnold. Like right out of Hey Arnold. I felt like we were just on the stoop just being like, yeah, we're city kids. Yeah, like what's up everybody? And then we actually had that cop car drive by like right as we were like getting everything going. And we were like, oh, like put it down. Like we're in high school.
I can't get in trouble, guys. We gotta go.
They don't give a shit. People in New York City, you can't go down and fucking walk 2 blocks without smelling some weed.
Yeah. It's becoming fairly common in a lot of places in the US now, with it being more accepted and everything, I think.
Yo, shout out to these dank buds that I got from the biker. I just got the Biker Connect in New York. I've been here for like 2.5 years, and I've just been like slacking on this delivery service.
The guy just rolls up on a bike.
So did you go listen to like some panels while you're at Consensus or?
Yeah. I listened to a couple of panels. There was one that was pretty interesting that was about privacy, and it had a bunch of like big names. Jameson Lopp and Fluffy Pony are the main ones that I know, but the 2 other ones are big names that I should know. And that was a really cool conversation. It's like, yeah, this privacy thing is like really early technology that they're continuing to build and work towards, because there is a giant market that wants their privacy back. I think that taking privacy back is a huge part of taking power back to the individual and giving the individual a say in what they want, and kind of like our digital citizenship, right? We have all of this like data that's worth so much money to these giant companies, and it's literally how they survive. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely going to be a fight. And it was a really cool panel just to listen to, really the main takeaway from that talk was that this privacy technology is like so kind of in its infancy. Like, Zcash isn't private at all. 99% of the transactions on the Zcash blockchain are not private, and the other 1% are like something to do with miners. So it's like a total joke. And then Monero's the only one that's actually private. But I heard something about these ring signatures that says basically like 90% of the time or something, some high percentage, the very first or the second number or the second hash on the ring signature is the key or the transaction ID or whatever it is that you're showing there. Mm-hmm. I don't know a lot about the technology, but I'm big into the idea of privacy centric browsing, essentially.
Dude, it's like all this stuff is private until it's not. Like I'm pretty sure you guys probably remember it was not that long ago where everybody thought Bitcoin was private. And it's like when I first got involved, that was one of my biggest misconceptions. They're like, "Oh, it's anonymous." It's like, and looking back on it,
it's the opposite. It's so unbelievably easy to track it, especially if you're using a centralized exchange to purchase your Bitcoins. Mm-hmm. They have that address, and then they have access to all this information about your money.
Yeah, real quick, did you guys see Jameson Lopp's beard? I'm sure you did, Randy.
Dude, that's crazy.
That thing was moving with his jaw.
He killed a raccoon and stuck it on his face or something. That thing is.
But the girls were like, "He's a lot better looking than they thought." That was kind of funny.
Maybe they like that like Bitcoin lumberjack look. I don't know. It's weird.
How much were tickets to Consensus this year? Was it like $3,000 or something?
It was like I believe it was at the end. When you last minute bought, it was like $3,000. Yeah.
I had heard the booths too were like $20,000 to get there.
Really?
The boot?
the booth. Like
The booth?
if a coin wanted a booth.
Oh.
Oh yeah, if
So-
you want a booth, you got to pay for that. That makes
Yeah.
sense. $3,000 a ticket does not make sense.
No.
It's ridiculous. They made
No.
tons and tons of money on that.
How many ICOs did you have approach you trying to shill you?
Are you kidding? Dude, the whole week was ICO shill week. It's like ICO shill week. It shouldn't even be called blockchain week. The only interesting conversations you ever really have are about Bitcoin, because all of these other things are basically building on top of stuff that's not built yet. And then like, who uses the stuff that you're building on top of enough
Yeah.
to want to use you know what I mean, the next layer. So, for anyone who's saying that, selling digital trading cards on the blockchain is some kind of bullshit scam, go ahead and look at these tokens that you're putting your money into and tell me what they do, and tell me if you or anybody you know has ever used their product.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
How tangible was it that consensus was going on outside of the venue? So obviously when you're inside, you have nothing but consensus people. So it's obvious that it's this big hubbub, but was there like a feeling outside of the venue when you're just walking around the city that like, oh, something major with blockchain is going on?
No, the city's so fucking big. If you're in the 1 block radius, yes, or 2 block radius, maybe, of, wherever 55th and 6th, I believe, this hotel, the Hyatt. If you're in a 1 block radius, there's something going on. But other than that, it's a joke.
I saw, I'm sure you guys saw that little video, some guy who sorry I forget his name, but he's on Twitter and he called out some scammer at Consensus and posted a little video.
Was that Silly Stoner, I think his name is?
Yeah, his name's like Ken something, I want to say. But anyway, he posted another video today where he's outside in the city and he's at like this like bleacher full of people in Times Square, I think. And he's like, hey, everybody, has anybody heard of Bitcoin? Anybody? And people are just looking at him like, what the fuck?
That guy's a character, man. I met him. I actually got him a ticket to Consensus. I had an extra
Oh,
one.
nice.
Kenneth Bosak.
There it is.
Yeah, man. He's a character for sure. They went out there and they were ready to pump some content, which, it's cool. He's doing
Do
his
you guys
thing.
know what happened with that scammer? Because I didn't know who that guy was or what the story was behind that.
I have no idea.
He approached a scammer.
Yeah, like I'm surprised if anything we didn't see more of those videos going around after more scams.
Well, the Bitcoin.com booth was there, and I was with Ethan the whole time, and I was like, dude, I really want to like do like a live stream of me going up to the Bitcoin.com booth and asking them like questions, like dickhead questions, like so you guys are just tricking people into buying Bitcoin Cash and presenting it as Bitcoin. What's up with that? Like you're a joke. But the Bitcoin.com booth was actually pretty ghost. People were like, private conversations were happening there. It wasn't like anybody going up to them.
It's like Voldemort manning the booth.
Well, apparently Roger Ver is not allowed in the United States. I didn't know that until Consensus because I can't keep up with all this.
He's no
fucking
longer
crypto
allowed
shit,
here?
But
I didn't know that.
he is no longer allowed in the United
Good.
States.
Really?
Mhm.
Sorry, Roger. We know you were a guest, but
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I have not verified that. Feel free to confirm.
Hey, real quick, is anyone else getting like a mad follower pump on Twitter?
you know what, dude?
I was losing.
I lost a bunch of followers.
Yeah, I got a pump and then I lost. And I think what that might be is I think all these scamming robots are following people like us so that they can respond more quickly as we tweet. And then I think maybe Twitter is banning some of these people, which is why we gained them and then lost them. That's my hypothesis.
That sounds like a serious conspiracy theory. It's definitely simpler than that. Oh my
Here we
god!
go.
Nope, it's true.
I just got
I
I just got a like 48 likes from a non-user, no photo.
Dude, those are they
All 48
their
of
names
them.
like
Wow!
Evgeny?
And this is the first time I'm experiencing this real bot pump. Actually,
it's real.
I lost like 200 followers today. It looks like.
I've never really looked
Yeah,
at
I
it.
lost
though,
like
so
100
it's
today.
Too much notifications. Yeah.
I haven't been affected by these Ether scam bots.
Not at all. Yes, some
Not
people
at all.
don't. Dude, they come and they go. Every time they do it to me, I just change my name to Crypto Randy, not doing a giveaway, and then they stop.
What? Really? It's that easy?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you kind of I don't know. You can switch up your Twitter handle too. That helped me when I had a really bad one. That would every time I replied or mentioned or tweeted, it was auto reply.
I wonder if there's like a good solution to this because I mean, it seems like the bots are being made way more quickly than they can get banned, and there are just so many of them. I don't know what. Like,
no, it doesn't. If there was a solution, there's got to be someone thinking about it. So,
I think it was Empty Beer Bottle said that he blocks a bunch of the words that they post, so he doesn't ever see when they.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we don't see them.
yeah.
I know. So he was trying to get everyone to block that.
Oh, that's a good
Kibosh
idea.
it.
That's a
Block
good move,
Fruitzer
actually.
or something.
That's like the decentralized grassroots way to do it. That's cool.
I noticed they keep saying like something about fruit.
Yeah, what is that?
Like they're like, I don't get that either.
Fruitzer.
Not one bit.
I don't know what the hell they're talking about even anymore. Yo, I had one named Elon Musk comment on my comment. Like,
I
what's
saw
it? It
that.
doesn't make any sense.
It was so funny because Jack was at Consensus talking, and as he was at Consensus talking, we find out that like Twitter is literally unfollowing crypto accounts automatically.
Yeah.
And it's like, and he's not even talking about Twitter. Like, dude, Twitter is the biggest brand in crypto right now. It just is.
Yeah.
And you're talking about Square Cash. Like, okay, dude, another way to send payments. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's good, but it's like, come on.
I saw Sicarius said that if anyone stands up and says, "Hi, I'm Jack, send me 0.05 Bitcoin or ETH and I'll send you 500 back or whatever." Did anyone stand up and do that to him?
To Jack? No, I don't know. I wasn't there that day. I wasn't there for that talk.
I feel like if they did,
okay.
we would have heard about it, or somebody would have like been filming it.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
I think so too. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's like you risk getting kicked out.
If I had seen that, I probably would have done it. Yeah, I mean, everybody's like, yeah, it's very professional there. No one is like, it's not like us. It's not like the crypto Twitter. It's not like if Jack came to crypto Twitter
We're not
con, you know?
professional.
What the fuck are you talking about, Randy?
Yeah, dude, you guys have no idea. Like 90% of these guys were wearing suits. It was
Like,
insane. Dude, Luke was fitting in perfect. Luke and Bobby were really fitting in out there. They were looking like everybody else. It was really funny, dude.
Me, Dale, and Killer were talking about how we got to show up in tracksuits or something next year. Just really stand apart from the suits.
Yeah, we're thinking like all like matching like Adidas tracksuits with like alligator shoes and chains and like big ass watches.
Crypto Shilnai was wearing a gold like jacket with like an embossed kind of like design over the
was he wearing
jacket.
like a ski mask like the whole time?
No, he wasn't really wearing the ski mask that I saw at all. He was just probably pulling it out for the videos.
Oh, okay.
But he's super cool dude and definitely stood out with his gold pilot jacket.
Well, shit, I saw a picture too. Wasn't it like Vinny and him were doing a Bitcoin transaction off of like a dog tag?
Yeah, I took that picture. We were all wasted. Vinny comes up the stairs. Vinny comes up the stairs on this boat. And I'm like, yo, Vinny. And we just started talking. I showed him Pepe DApp. And then he was like, he looked at Shilnai's necklace, which had his public key on it. And he was like, is that your real public key? And we were like, and Shilnai was like, yeah. And so Vinny was like, I'll send you some Bitcoin right now, you know. And then he sent him the Bitcoin. And I took a picture while he was doing it. And Shilnai put his hood up as soon as I was like, he saw me taking the picture. It was really
so
like funny thing to happen.
He's got a sweet ass name, Shilnai. I love that.
I know Vinny gets a lot of shit.
Me and him were definitely
He
hanging out.
seems like a
Vinny's
jolly
a player.
fellow.
Yeah.
Vinny is a player. He was out there with every chick on the boat. And dude, he was just out there like making moves. It was kind of funny.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors. What is up, Crypto Street? Are you trying to look fly for that special lady in your life or look your sharpest for an upcoming job interview? Cufflinks.com is your go-to spot for everything men's accessories. They have 58 different brands, including Hook & Albert, Ox & Bull, and their own proprietary brand, Cufflinks Inc. They have 13 different licenses, including Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Marvel, DC Comics, and all the major sports leagues, so you can really customize your look. They have everything from cufflinks, tie bars, clips, socks, ties, bracelets, accessory bags, and much more. Encourage you to elevate your look when you get dressed in the morning. It's really going to give you that confidence to kill whatever you have coming up. Visit cufflinks.com and enter the promo code CRYPTO20 for 20% off your first order. So I guess, obviously you wanted to come on and talk a little bit about your new project.
Yep, definitely.
So walk us a little bit through about how that came about, what you guys are working on, and kind of take us through that a little bit.
Okay, first, Randy, make sure you say what it is first, because I'm still a little confused.
Okay, yeah. So totally. So we're building PepeDApp.com, which is essentially rare Pepe cards on Ethereum network. So rare Pepe and Pepe Cash. It was rare Pepe directory. Users could first of all, you could buy, sell, and trade Pepe Cash, and then you could use Pepe Cash to purchase these trading cards on the blockchain. This was on the Bitcoin blockchain. But the rare Pepe so users would submit artwork to be sold, and they never took a cut of the fees, and so they never had any funds or motivation to build it into a great user experience and continue to work on it. So that ended. I talked to the Rare Pepe guys on last Thursday, and Theo from Rare Pepe basically said, you're good to go, green light. We're no longer working I'm no longer working on this project, and they're no longer taking user submissions. So we basically wanted to take the old Rare Pepe, update it, give it a great user experience, make it beautiful, make it make sense, and build out this marketplace for artists essentially to create artwork that could be placed on a marketplace and be sold peer-to-peer as much as we could. We take 4% of every transaction. So this was actually a big thing in a lot of these art conferences last week, was kind of how the blockchain is going to revolutionize art. And because you're allowing these artists to monetize their work without the use of all of these third-party agents that they had in the past. So yeah, I mean, and then we kind of are trying to take part in this meme economy that was never couldn't exist without the blockchain, right? Because memes were one of the most used pieces of art on the internet, and yet no one ever got credit for them unless they put their handle in the meme, because you could just steal it. So now with the blockchain, you can track that work and you can track it back to its owner. You can basically buy, sell, hold, and trade right now on our platform, or share, I should say, these rare Pepe trading cards. That right now we're basically considering this point in time our kind of initial card offering, where we've built out this MVP and we've been working for the last 2 months with a great team, and now finally we can, we're launching, and it's all coming together, and we just want to make sure that there's a market before we make a move to really build out this platform into the fullness that it can be, which includes user submitted artwork. It includes a potential trading card game like Pokemon. But the first thing that we have is this initial card sale that says, hey, this is what we're doing. We want to know if you guys are down for this. And if there's a market for it, which we're starting to establish now, which there seems like there is, we get the green light to go ahead and go into phase 2, which is more intensive towards all of these goals with art on the blockchain.
So what's the breakdown in terms of where the artwork is coming from? Is it, as of now, is it one main artist who's submitting a lot of it, or is it user submissions from the community, or kind of break down where this art's coming from?
So we only have one card on the platform right now, which was basically our kind of testnet pre-sale. But it did really well. It sold out today, and it sold out in about an hour, actually. 333 cards, a supply of one card. So the artwork is coming from Crypto Draws, who is the Pepe master on Twitter. And we're really excited to have him as our kind of art director for the Gen 0 of the project. So it's a lot like how CryptoKitties did it when they launched. which is they brought in an illustrator, artist, art director to create the art that they would sell backed by the blockchain on their platform that they would market and create a market for. So that is what it is right now. But in the future, we're planning to move towards a more decentralized, more user-oriented platform. That's not just about selling kind of these trading cards that don't have any real purpose, like a trading card game would have yet.
Well, it's like with any collectible, though. It's like, let's take Pokemon cards, for example. I think the vast majority of people who did collect Pokemon cards are not collecting them so they can play against their friends. They're collecting them so that they have like a cool card, just so they can show their friends, oh, I have a holographic Charizard. And so I think that's like a better aspect of it.
So when I was a kid, it was the same thing. I collected Pokemon cards, but I never actually played the game. It is the same. It is the same thing. But there's a lot of spin-offs that we can do here. We could do physical trading cards. We could do, pieces of, prints for your wall or T-shirts or whatever, what have you. All of these things that make it real. You can touch it, you can feel it, you own it on the blockchain, provably. That's very cool. I mean, it just is, and it has this awesome meme value, right? Where everybody knows what we're talking about. Like, especially in crypto, if you have like a Roger Ver, rage quitting Pepe, for example, or a Carlos Matos.
Yeah, or a Crypto Dale. I think everyone's, kind of looking for that next Beanie Baby thing feel, like back to the Pokemon card, like you were saying, Killer, just to kind of piggyback on that.
Dude, it was a weird feeling today. It was like we sold out in an hour and we didn't expect, especially this time, we expected it to be a lot slower, more organic growth, but we underestimated our community again. These guys are fucking awesome, and they're like blowing up the Telegram group, and they're helping new users, and they're making FAQs and stuff. It's incredibly cool to be a part of it right now, especially in this really early phase where everybody kind of has the opportunity to contribute. And yeah, it feels like because we're on Ethereum, we have a chance here to say, basically, kitties ain't cool in crypto. Pepe's is cool, and everybody knows that, and everybody like utilizes that, and you can see it on Twitter. Nobody's like using kitty memes, you know what I mean? So I feel like, from today, really, just from like kind of like the whole thing that happened today with the sellout of the card, the pre-sale card, we sold it for $6, 0.01 Ethereum, and it's now selling for like 0.5. So it sold a couple of times for 0.5. So already it's like people are going hard for this, and we didn't, we wanted to just do this, low cost, test the market, no big deal. We don't even know if we're going to sell out. We're just hoping, and we did. We did well. So this really could be the next CryptoKitties.
So do people set their own price after they've obtained a card?
Yeah. So the user buys the lowest sale price in the order book, or the lowest ask, if you're a trader, and it goes into your wallet where all your cards are, and in your wallet you can choose. You can click sell or you can click send. I actually sent a card to somebody today when it was $6, and then it turned out to be $350 or whatever, or
such
500.
A nice guy.
So yes, you can hold, you can sell, you can transfer, you can do over the counter sharing and transferring, and you can set the sell price, but always the first sale is the lowest sell price in the order book. So you can't buy more than one at a time.
But you could empty the order book if you wanted to. You could just go and buy.
No. I mean, it's weird, but the MetaMask being such a new technology and, kind of slow, and Ethereum network being slow and an inefficient way to process transactions, there's no way that somebody can really whale out on our platform, especially when we have so much users on the site at the same time. By the time you submit your transaction, 10 other transactions are being submitted at the same time. So you know what I mean? So it would, it really would be a pain in the ass, and it's almost impossible.
Okay, so I don't want to bring this up, but I know people probably were wondering, how is it different than, and I know the answer to this, but maybe not. How is it different than the whole Crypto All-Stars thing?
Well, Crypto All Stars was way different. It's closer in relation to Crypto Kitties right now. We're
Sure,
moving
I'd
towards
agree.
rare Pepes. So we're moving towards like a more decentralized, user submitted artwork where the users actually get to upvote this stuff onto the platform. And these are some
Sure,
ideas
sure.
that we're throwing around. But it's different from Crypto All Stars in that you have full control over your asset. You decide whether you want to sell it. You decide if you want to hold it. You decide who you want to send it to. You decide everything about that asset. It's yours. Crypto All Stars was you buy the asset, it automatically goes back up in the marketplace for sale. There's nowhere to hold it, and there's nowhere to.
Sure.
There's no order book. This is a lot more complex, and it has a lot more promise. It could we take this smart contract and this idea and pivot or do another Crypto All Stars that's better and closer in relation to Pepe's? Yes, but I think we really like Pepe's, and we can do Pepe flavored, Twitter people anyway, and like it's funnier, so we like Pepe's.
So let's say I'm like an artist and I have a piece of artwork that I want to submit to it. If I submit that and it ends up taking off, like it changes hands a bunch of times, it goes up in value, do I get a cut of any of that as the artist?
So all the details and all the economics of the user submitted artwork are yet to be kind of explored. We've been building this thing every day for 2.5 months, and all we wanted to build, we always said every time, build an MVP, get something out there, test the market, and then move forward. So now we're going to get out there. We're going to put our whole Gen 0, 26 or 27 or 28 cards live, let them flourish. And while that's happening, we can work, and we can really get our, hands dirty inside these V2 concepts.
So touch a little more, Randy, on, and maybe you kind of have alluded to this throughout the thing so far, but where does the Pepe DApp go from here? What are your next steps, next plans? Maybe give just a high level roadmap, so to say, on what you guys are planning.
Yeah, so I mean, we really don't like to talk on a roadmap. I don't think most businesses don't work on a roadmap. I think roadmaps should be open to evolution. And when you create this static thing and you say you're going to meet these deadlines, we don't have investors. We have collectors on our platform. So we don't necessarily have to put ourselves inside of a box. And so really our next steps is finish MVP, finish launch. We haven't even launched yet, Sure. We're doing an airdrop tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. And we have to figure out, I think we're going to manually send out these cards. But it's just we're going to do it, because we want to, and it's amazing. And so, we have a lot of things on our plate right now. I mean, the site's not even done. So, before we can even start to really dive into the details of these many things that we see for the future of Pepe DApp.
Yeah, and those people, for you listening, this is recorded on Thursday the 17th. So when this actually comes out, you would have missed the airdrop. So sorry, I guess.
Hasta luego.
Yeah, hopefully you follow Randy on Twitter.
You guys should really get in on the airdrop, though. I mean, people were so excited.
Yo, send me a card, bro.
They bought these cards. They bought these cards. Yeah, you just have to sign up on at Pepe DApp. It's pinned on our Twitter.
Oh, okay.
But the card, empty beer bottle. Shout out to him. He's one of our biggest advocates everywhere, and I'm pretty sure he's a whale on Pepe DApp right now. He was making moves.
Empty is a really solid guy. Today. I love Empty. He's just a nice, funny guy.
He's one of the best.
Yeah. He really went for it and got behind this project. He's already an admin in our Telegram group because he's so active and he loves the project. And it's it feels so good to be given this second chance where these users are understanding of kind of what happened and now we're able to kind of redeem.
Talking, bro.
It's
redemption.
Redemption.
Honestly, though, Randy, we said this on the last time you were on. I don't think anything you did with that whole Crypto All-Stars was in malicious intent by any stretch of the imagination. I would, I'll have your back on that whole deal until the day my
I
Twitter's
appreciate it.
deactivated.
I know you did, and I won't let you down, Dale. You've had my
I know you
back,
won't.
man.
I know.
You did. I'm
I
making
wouldn't-
moves, man. I'm making moves. I'm gonna be speaking at Consensus next year, no question. And if I'm not, then we're gonna do our own fucking Consensus because CoinDesk already they made their money. Those old people, let them go. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Fly.
It's funny, like,
You know?
yeah, they're already like the old suits that like everybody hates, like this quick into it, after being relevant for 3 years, it's like, fuck these corporate shills, it's like.
Well, no, this space has become more popular with the more money that has come into crypto, and with it has come the money hungry. And I had a really long talk with Crypto Graffiti on the roof of the boat the other night, and we were just talking about like Satoshi and decentralization, and kind of what it all means, and like all these different like myths about who Satoshi is, and I kind of have my own like little kind of childish, kind of, mythical ideal. And yeah, these are the kinds of things that for me, and I think for a lot of people our age are like, interesting and important. Like all the older guys are just getting in to make some cash,
I'm in it for the tech, personally.
Yeah, me too.
No, but I don't understand why that has to be so polarized. Like, you are in it for the tech. You're passionate about something. What do you do when you're passionate about something? You monetize that thing and you make it your life. You make it your life's work, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I think everybody should strive for.
Yeah. What do they say? Here's a Daleism right now. If you love what you're doing, or how does it go? Hold on. Give me a minute. It's like if you love what you're doing, it's not considered working.
You never work a day in your life, or something like.
Yeah. It's not actually true.
Live, laugh, love.
It's not actually true. It's not actually true. I'm working like fucking 16-hour days. So I'm working my butt off.
If you take that quote at base level too, it's like, well, I like playing video games. Can I play FIFA on my way to like a 6-figure salary? No, I mean probably not. But it's like I think it's a happy medium.
You might be able to with Bitcoin and blockchain.
Shit, maybe.
Actually, when we get that stuff into video games, man, you're gonna have high stakes games. They just legalized gambling in the U.S. kind of.
Yep.
You're going to have all kinds of digital assets like a coin artist was telling me about. So where if you guys ever played Fortnite or Halo or something, and you can buy all these skins, but the skins and the art that you put on your avatar actually gives you no advantage in the game. So you can send and transfer those skins, or you can purchase those skins in crypto, or you can actually send those skins and those guns and those or whatever it is. Probably not guns, but to other games.
Shout out Tap Project, who we had on the podcast like a month ago or so, or a month and a half ago or something. Like it's basically a project around that exact idea that you can make like currency in a game, like let's say World of Warcraft gold, and then transfer that using cryptocurrency to another game, which you can then spend on that game. And it's one of many things that are going to be really interesting, that crypto is going to bring about.
You don't necessarily need cryptocurrency to do all that stuff, but what the blockchain allows for that the dollar doesn't allow for is that asset transfer backed by the blockchain.
Yeah, for sure.
And and you can track the history of that asset. That asset could have gone through like your whole crew of friends. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of my friends have skins in Fortnite that they don't use. And they have tons of items and stuff. And I don't want to buy stuff in the game because I just want to play the game. So they can just send it to me. That would be cool. Or I could buy it over the counter like you can with Pepe cards, Pepe DApp.
Would you guys be surprised if I said I've never played 1 second of Fortnite?
Well, it's definitely disappointing.
No, you have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not shocked. No,
Prince, have you?
I played it one night. I kind of binge played it, and then I just got sick of it. I can't kill anyone. I just survive. I just run around. I hide.
Dude.
You can't possibly trade cryptos and play Fortnite at the same time.
No.
You know what I do,
absolutely.
Prince? I hear you, bro. Because like I've been playing a long time, and I fall back on the fact that my best strategy is hiding in a bush. I just need to
It
find
really
a good
is.
bush, get a
Like,
good gun,
when
and
you
just
get
hide in a
that
bush.
when you get the bush decoy costume thingy, it's you can survive.
That
You'll go
costume
right
is
to the end.
Fucking
No.
hilarious.
The coolest thing in Fortnite is the building.
Oh.
You can build your giant.
Well, that's
Well,
garbage. I had
well-
somebody like trap me in a building one
Yeah.
time. Like I don't know how it
that guy is
happened,
nice.
but they trapped me by
You should
building
have been
me.
trapping him in a
They
building.
jailed me. You know, it's like mid game. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Dude,
So yeah, I don't play anymore.
it blows my mind how quickly
That
some of
guy
those
was probably
people build
Ninja.
shit. Oh yeah, Ninja. Is
Oh,
that-
it's
that big
nuts.
dude.
I've seen video. Like after Killer, you said that one time when you were playing in our chat how fast those people could build stuff, and so I just went on YouTube and looked it up, and it was ridiculous. Like this guy climbed like what appeared to be like 30 stories in like
Dude.
2 seconds. It's
Yeah.
just like boom, 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 boom.
Built the
boom.
Eiffel Tower in the blink of an eye. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how they do it.
It's an awesome game where you can see a lot of use cases for crypto.
It is
and
very fun. Although I kind of hate it. I still
Usually
haven't
I'll
won a
just like
game.
I'll stay in the air as long as possible. Like I won't come down. I'll just float.
That was my
'Cause you
strategy for a while too.
Yeah. You could float and literally like I'd
hide
be
in the
still
air.
in the air, not even touch the ground yet. And like, guys would just be getting wiped out of the game. And it's like, I'm still up here. Like I haven't
But-
gotten into the game.
Yeah, but you miss out on the
Yeah.
loot.
And by the time you land, everyone has like golden assault rifles, and you're just running around with a pickaxe. It looks
Yeah,
like a
but,
lollipop or something.
I'm just surviving, just a survivor.
You're just a bear in the woods surviving.
When I first saw that for my friends playing Fortnite, when they jump off the bus and you're skydiving in the air with like no
Yeah.
parachute, I was like tripping balls. I was like, this would be like, imagine how cool that would be in virtual reality.
Oh, that would be.
That'd be
Have you
awesome.
guys used like Oculus or anything like that yet?
No.
Nope.
Have you guys seen Ready Player One?
Yes.
Been meaning to go see it.
I liked it.
Heard it's
I
really
need to read the book. The movie was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was really cool. Was it a great movie? Yeah, it was good. But it was just a really, really cool idea that you could really get behind. Like,
Yeah.
we're all on the computer all day long, sucked into this fucking internet,
Yeah.
but we have no way to kind of act and maneuver in that space physically. So it's a really cool
I
concept.
feel like it's scary though. Like we're already so addicted to these things because like Ready Player One is like they basically live in the computer world for the most part, and I guess that's kind of true of a lot of people already living in like Telegram and Twitter and what have you. But
That's me, bro.
yeah, me too, dude. We
too.
talk all the time. I'm sure all of us have chatted amongst ourselves about how we need like technology breaks, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, we're at a really interesting point in time in history, in that we're kind of at this super early technology phase where nothing is really working the way it's supposed to be working, and that you see that every day when you use the computer and stuff, how frustrating things can be, and how many loops you have to go through to do certain things. It's like when speed of thought browsing,
Yeah.
Right.
Probably won't be too long.
But like, it really is. If you can, when you start to think in terms of scale, this is the very beginnings of technology. And things are going to start to get really weird. Things are going to be, and beyond,
I don't know if I'll make it to
I was gonna
100.
say, let's hope we make it that far. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, you got any parting words, big dog?
That's it. It's over. We're not going to talk about tokens or anything.
No, we're featuring you, man.
Yeah. All right. Parting words. We out here hanging out. I want to meet people. I still want to meet people. I'm thinking about doing, crypto conference, crypto summits, crypto Twitter something, crypto underground. I don't even know what it's going to be called, but it would be a cool event.
Dude, let us know. We'll work with you.
Yeah, I think we're going to need a big team. It would be really cool to just decentralize the whole thing because like it's so much work. Pepe DApp is about to blow up and people are really enjoying that. Shout out to all my partners, Lakshman at Crypto Origami, Coin Easy, and me. And shout out to Crypto Draws, the best Pepe illustrator on the planet. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody I met these past 2 weeks. Shout out Donnie Crypto. He just popped in my head. It's just a really great kind of. It's been a really, really great year for me, and I'm looking forward to continuing to push these good vibes out to the world a little bit. So
perfect. Well, good luck, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Everyone, check it out. Pepe DApp. I think that's what it is on Twitter. So
PepeDapp.com.
Do work. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Take care. Tip your waitress.
All right, guys.
Peace, homies.
Peace.